Sweetheart, that bag is obviously fake. You shouldn't carry replicas in stores like this.
Have you ever seen someone get publicly shamed? I witnessed something unforgettable last week, and you won't believe how it ended. It all started in the handbag section of a high-end department store. A woman dressed head to toe in designer gear was laughing loudly, pointing at another woman holding a simple, unbranded leather bag. She shouted, "Sweetheart, that bag is obviously fake. You shouldn't carry replicas in stores like this." Everyone turned to stare. The woman with the simple bag just smiled politely and said nothing, while the store staff looked incredibly awkward. The store was buzzing that afternoon. It was the weekend. Sales, Wereon, and influencers were everywhere. But this scene stopped everyone. The loud woman clearly wanted an audience. She started going on and on about stitching quality, logo placement, and leather texture, acting like she was some kind of handbag expert. A few people around her actually started nodding along. Then, she held up her own bag, which had a huge, flashy logo right on the front. "I only buy originals," she announced proudly. "I don't pretend to be rich," some people chuckled. The quiet woman just looked at her own bag and replied gently, "That's nice. I'm glad you like it." The rich lady rolled her eyes and demanded a sales associate come over and publicly verify that the other bag was a fake. The poor staff member hesitated, but had no choice but to call the store's authenticity consultant. By now, a crowd had formed, and phones were out, recording everything. The tension was thick. Everyone was just waiting for the public humiliation to unfold. Just then, a man in a simple, well-tailored suit walked out from the private showroom area. He had no flashy logos, nothing to suggest who he was. But the moment the staff saw him, they all stood up a little straighter. He walked over, looked at the simple handbag, and then a warm smile spread across his face. He turned to the quiet woman and said, "I'm so glad you're still using the prototype." The entire room went silent. You could have heard a pin drop. This man wasn't just another employee. He was the lead designer for that very luxury brand. The bag wasn't a fake. It was a one-of-a-kind, unreleased custom prototype, handmade before the entire collection was even launched. Then, the designer politely asked to see the loud woman's bag. He examined it for just a few seconds before looking up and saying calmly, "This one, unfortunately, is counterfeit." The silence in the store was deafening. Phones slowly lowered. The woman's face went completely pale. She started stammering, trying to explain she bought it from a special VIP seller online. The designer didn't argue. He just nodded and said, "Luxury isn't proven by logos. It's proven by authenticity and behavior." The quiet woman never said a word back to her. She just thanked the designer and left the store. But that moment stuck with everyone who saw it. It's a powerful reminder that fake wealth is always loud, but real value rarely needs to announce itself. And sometimes, the best way to expose arrogance is to just let it talk. Thanks for watching. If this story resonated with you, hit that subscribe button for more. See you next time.